Hello, you are on the Balance of Style channel. In this video I will show you how to process the edges of capricious fabrics, slippery, flowing, all those that do not immediately lie the way we need. This is usually how the bottom of the product is processed, but there are exceptions. Using this processing method, you will simplify your sewing life. Let's get started. In some capricious fabrics, it can be problematic to process the edges of products. These can be fabrics such as satin, silk, and so on. We can clearly see this in this example. If the fabric has shifted slightly and you do not stop in time and continue to lay the line, then the waves will begin to appear more and more. And if in this place we could still iron the fabric to an acceptable state, then we will not iron these waves well. I made this example without laying an additional seam, immediately turning the edge of the product twice. If you turn the edge of the product twice and immediately lay the line carefully, without shifting the fabric and, accordingly, without the appearance of waves, it does not work. Then you can use this life hack. We fold the fabric once. In this case, I will fold the fabric by 5 millimeters. Fix it and sew a line 1 millimeter from the fold. The only important thing here is not to get distracted and not to sew a line 1 millimeter from this edge, just out of habit. For convenience, you can edit the position of the needle on the machine, move it left or right. But not all machines have this function. For example, my previous machine could only change the position in one direction. If you do not have the function of changing the position of the needle, you will need to choose a foot that is convenient for you, or you can stick on electrical tape as a guide and do this initially on samples. We have laid a line. Now we fold the fabric a second time and will sew a line exactly on top of the existing line. So, the line looks from the inside. We will lay a double layer of thread. So, the line looks from the front of the product. Also keep in mind that some capricious fabrics, especially very thin ones, do not like fastenings. This means that they tear the fabric. And the fastenings must be done manually, and for this, leave a sufficient length of thread. In other cases, do not forget to do the fastenings. It is faster than by hand and reliable. Here I made the hem quite wide. But if you have, for example, a half sun skirt, I marked the expected bottom of the product with strokes, and it is cut taking into account the allowance. The length of this bottom of the product will be less than the edge of the allowance. Well, let's say it will be 100 centimeters here, and 120 here. With this option for processing the bottom of the product, you need to hem literally a couple of millimeters, because otherwise the fabric will go in waves due to the large difference in length. Thanks for watching. I hope the video was informative. Subscribe, like. I will also be glad to receive your feedback. Sew with pleasure and be stylish.